Hi, everybody. It is Kathy, and I love to be selling. Come on in, sellers. We are going to talk the number one thing to do that gets you eBay sales. It is number one. It is the top thing. It consistently works. And if you listen to people, you'll listen to people talking about this, but sometimes it sort of gets, I don't know, it just sort of gets covered up so that people aren't listening clearly. So that's why I'm isolating this tip and bringing it to you. So the number one, hi, Ann. I'm going to be telling you the number one, hi, Sharon, come on in. The number one thing that you can do, and you do not need an eBay store, okay? It doesn't cost you extra money because there's programs like promoter listings that are wonderful. But the number one thing that you can proactively do and that you can do on a daily basis to help your eBay sales. You would want to know about that, right? Of course you would. It's like, yes, of course I want to know about this. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today. And before I get to it, I just wanted to get you sort of thinking, because it's good to get the creative juices flowing and think about things that you do every day. And you do them every day, and you probably don't even think twice about it. Like I get dressed every day, right? I get up, I get dressed. You might have other habits that you do every day. You might drink coffee every day. You might drink tea every day. Most of us eat every day, but there's things that we do every day. I know for me, I try to take a nice walk every day. Hi, Ria, how are you? So think about things you do every day. These are habits for you because of the benefits they have or the things that you like about it. I like the way I feel when I walk. It just makes me feel better. So things that you do every day, and you do it every day because of the results that it brings you. So that's the same thing when you look at your eBay selling. And again, when people come to me, and this is clients and this is members of my group, Social Media Insider, and they'll come to me. And sometimes, your sales have stalled or things are slow. And there's frustration. It's like, what do I do? And sometimes what can happen is people start to listen to like a lot of sources because you get panicked because we have bills, right? Sometimes people forget about that. It's like, hello, I love eBay selling, but I'm doing this because I have bills, or I'm saving for a family vacation, or I'm saving, to improve something in my home. But there's a reason that I'm selling. For some people, it's a hobby. It's like I really enjoy this, or I'm decluttering. But for a lot of people, there's a specific financial need, and that's why they're eBay selling, either part-time or full-time. So there's a real need. It's like, I need a certain amount of sales. I know for myself, and when I work with clients, I encourage people to set daily goals, to set weekly goals, and to set monthly goals. So I have these goals. And then if things get a little slow, you can get panicked. And you'll start to do a bunch of things. Sometimes it could happen to you in your home, where you start working on one task. Maybe you start making the bed, and then you're like, oh, and I need to clean that counter, and you haven't finished making the bed yet, and you go to clean the counter. It's like, oh yeah, I need to clean out my purse, and then you go to clean out your purse so that you don't finish anything. Everything's sort of partially done. And that can happen with eBay selling when things get slow is, you do a little bit of this and then you go, oh, because somebody will talk about, oh, try this. And then you go and try that. And you try that for a little bit. And then you go back to something else. And you sort of bounce around rather than sticking to one thing and getting it all the way through. Following through is very important because that way I can see the results. If I do a little bit of this and a little bit of that and a little bit of that, it's hard to see what is driving the results. Okay. So, number one tip, this works day in and day out. This works with an eBay store, without an eBay store. And you tell me what you think it is. I'll give you a second. What is the number one thing to do that can help to drive consistent eBay sales? What do you think? Or what works for you? Because different things do work for different people, but this is one that works consistently for just about everybody that I talk with. And I'll tell you, it's listing daily. Now, exactly, Sharon, list every day. And I'll say this, and it was actually something I was talking about with a seller friend of mine. Hey, Ryan, yes, consistent listing. And I will tell you why. And it's something that people tend to fluff off, but don't fluff it off because it's very important. And I'll explain why. So you'll come to me and say, but Kathy, I only have maybe 3 or 4 hours a week for listing, or I only have this one day. You're a part-time seller. Or for my full-time sellers, it's like, I only have this one day to work on listing because I need this other day to source inventory. I need another day to do social media, on and on and on. Because for more advanced sellers, there's a lot to running a business. I might need to meet with my bookkeeper. I might need to meet with my staff. So everybody has different things going on in their life. It is well worth it if you're batch listing. So if what works for you is to do a bunch of listings at once, maybe 5, 10, 15, 20, 50. For some sellers, they're batch listing hundreds of listings. Let's say you have 100 listings for the week, or you have 20 listings for the week, or you have 10 listings for the week, okay? Because we're all different. It's better to drop 1 or 2 a day, or 5 or 10 a day, or 15 or 20 a day, than to throw them all in on one day and then nothing for 5 or 6 days, or 7 or 8 days, or a bunch on one day and then nothing for a couple of days. And this can happen for sellers because you might be in a group, or you've got an eBay seller friend and you're cheering each other on, and you'll do this listing binge, right? Reminds me about eating. You go to the buffet and it's like, eat, 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 eat. And then you're like, oh, I'm so full, and then you don't want to eat the next day. It is better to do, challenge yourself, yes, but perhaps put some of those listings in a draft. If you don't know this, eBay has a draft feature. Save it in the draft and then list it the next day, or list it that Wednesday or Thursday or Friday. And particularly in the draft feature, what's nice is you could then access it from your phone. You're sitting in traffic, or you're waiting for a child, or you're on the couch at night, perhaps watching a sports game. I'll do this when I'm watching baseball with my husband. And you can list from your draft feature because you have the drafts there. So consistently listing. And if for some reason, again, you run out of inventory, this happened to some people this past year because of, challenges with getting inventory. Yes, doing a heavy revision, and I mean a heavy revision, not just switching 1 or 2 words, not just, a heavy revision where you go in and really reorder your keywords and really look at your pictures, maybe taking some new pictures, and really work on, really work, like, be like, going into your kitchen and pulling everything out of the cabinets and then reorganizing everything, to literally to be revising a listing to that extreme. Yes, that would count, because what a heavy revision does is it forces eBay search to re-index your listing because you've changed so much. With the new listing, it lets eBay know that you're alive. It's like, but again, don't just throw them up. There's thought, there's research, but it's the daily listing. It's feeding the search engine. It's feeding those algorithms. It's driving traffic. People say, well, how do I get more shoppers? One way to get more shoppers is more listings. If I only have 10 listings, I only have 10 ways to attract people. If I have 20, I now have 20 ways to attract people, 30, 40, 50. You can understand that. It's like going into a store. If there's a large array, it's like, oh, there's this and there's this and there's this. It brings in more traffic, which can convert to sales. Now, the joy of having eBay listings up, we'll all know this, is you do get sales. So it's like, yay, I get sales. And this is true for my newer sellers and my more experienced sellers, is sometimes you can have a rude awakening when you get your eBay invoice. And this is true whether you're in managed payments, which takes out fees differently than PayPal. But oftentimes, especially for newer sellers, but more experienced sellers, this can happen too. When you have a really busy month, which is like, yay, which for some people can be December, can be January. We all have different months that tend to be our peak months. And you get that bill and you're like, whoa, it's like, oh my goodness, because you forget how much you sold. The more you sell, the more final value fees you're paying. It's just the way it is. So if you double your eBay sales, typically your invoice is going to double too, or if you increase by 20 or 30%. So don't lose sight of that. It's not just your gross sales that matter, it's your net profit. It's how much you're making after you're paying the fees. So keep tabs on that, because I've had it happen where, I mean, I knew I had, let's say like November was a really good month for me. I go, oh, I'm just like, yeah, yeah. And I forget, it's a good idea to sort of go in and take a look at what the fees are doing, because otherwise it really is a rude awakening. Sometimes, again, we're so busy shipping, we're so busy dealing with our customers, which is great. But you forget how much you're selling. And then you get that bill and you're like, ooh, it's like sticker shock. It's like, whoops. Now, so I'm listing more, which helps to get me more traffic, which can help me to get more sales, which will drive my invoice up. There are 3 ways, I'm thinking off the top of my head, there's 3 ways to save money on your eBay invoices. 1, eBay store. Okay. And basically a basic store on hire, because then you save on your final value fee. Oftentimes sellers will focus on the listing fee, and typically where you're really going to see the money accrue is your final value fee. So if you don't have a store, or if you only have a starter store, do look at basic or higher. You save on your final value fee. And just quickly, because I do get this question on stores, no, an anchor store, the higher level stores, do not save more money on final value fees. Final value fee is the same basic store on up, but you do save for people that don't have a store and the starter store, which is the lowest level. So look at a store if you're selling a lot. The second thing is, once you become a top rated seller, if you offer free returns for 30 days or more, you can save 10% on your final value fee. So I can take a look at a store, or whether free returns, once I'm a top rated seller, work for me. Why? Because I'm going to save on my final value fee. The third way, and this is one that sellers really forget about, okay, is eBay has an affiliate program. It's called eBay Partner Network, EPN. You do not have to have an eBay store to use EPN. So you're like, okay, Kathy, what is EPN? What affiliate marketing is that you're the marketer and you are going to join EPN. It's free. And then you'll be able to create what's called links. They're affiliate links. So like when people are surfing on the internet, there's always like the item, like the eBay shirt, and then there'll be a link to buy it. It's taking you to eBay, or it's taking you wherever you're going to buy it. I'm going to assume it's going to eBay. And I'm looking at people. So let's say it's Sharon's eBay shirt, and she's been doing her social media, and she's using an EPN link. She generated an EPN link because she joined EPN. It's free. Then you're able to generate EPN links, which are affiliate links, and it has tracking in it. So when I click it, I see Sharon's EPN link out on the internet or on her social media, and I click it, eBay knows that Sharon's EPN link generated that traffic. It's like they know where the traffic's coming from. When it sells, because it's Sharon's shirt, Sharon's EPN link, what EPN is doing, what eBay's doing, is your final value fee is then free, right? Free. And you don't need a store for this. So what you do is you join EPN, eBay Partner Network, just Google it. Then you're going to generate links, and you're going to use them not on eBay. You're going to use them social media. So when you're posting on Facebook, when you're posting on Pinterest, if you have a blog, some sellers have blogs, you post it there. And when people click that link, because it has your code, Kathy's EPN links have Kathy code, Sharon's links have Sharon code. eBay knows that. eBay is rewarding you for driving the traffic to your item. You get a free final value fee. Bonus. Let's say I click the link. So I click Sharon's link, I land on the red eBay t-shirt, and I don't buy the eBay t-shirt. I buy something else. eBay is still going to pay you a commission for 24 hours. So 24 hours within me hitting eBay from that EPN link, you can earn commissions. So not only can I save my final value fee, remember we're talking about saving eBay fees. I want to increase eBay sales and keep my fees down. I increase eBay sales, I list more or clean up my listings. I keep my fees down, eBay store, top rated plus, which I qualify for once I'm a top rated seller, and EPN, very often overlooked because people, I don't know, people just, it's like anything, you just don't hear about it enough. And it is gold because eBay is now giving you free vinyl value fees if the people buy with your EPN link. And the good thing is that even if they don't buy the specific thing, you're getting a commission for anything they buy within 24 hours. Now, I wrote you guys a guide about this. So you're going to hop over to my website, ilovetobeselling.com, and it's right there, EPN guide, eBay Partner Network. It's on a flash sale right now. So it's half off. It's a super great deal. I mean, literally it pays for itself. Also, when there's updates, because people that purchased this from me, gosh, a couple months ago, when there's an update and eBay just added some ways to create links that are like super, super easy, I rewrite the guide, I send it out, and you get it. So once you buy a guide with me, you are covered. Any updates are absolutely free once you've purchased it. So hop over to my website, ilovetobeselling.com, and grab this EPN guide, eBay Partner Network. I'm going to teach you how to generate the links, how to use it with your products. And this is key because a lot of times people just throw these links out. How to create a social media post that people want to click, because that's what you want. So if I'm going to put this up on my Facebook, and if I'm going to put this up on Pinterest, okay, is that I create a post that's what called engaging, which means that people want to click it. If you just create a link and throw it up there like buy my red eBay t-shirt, I might, if I'm really a red eBay t-shirt fan, I might go, oh, that's just such a cool shirt, and click it. But usually you want to like do a little romancing. And I talk about that. There's also a disclaimer that you need to put on it because it is an affiliate link, and I explain all that about you. And I literally give you examples. So all you got to do is copy and paste. So list, then save on fees. And a great, great way to save on fees is eBay's eBay Partner Network, EPN. It is just super, and it's a great way to save. And also you can get commission. So again, it's a nice little revenue stream. You've got your eBay sales coming in, right? And then you could also be getting commissions from your EPN link. So grab the guide, enjoy that. Thanks so much for joining me, everybody. I'm Kathy, and I love to be selling. Bye-bye.